Hello, and welcome to a video I have been putting off for quite a while. This is 13-year-old realizes his twin brother just killed somebody by Dr. Insanity. We did a Dr. Insanity react I think it was like a few weeks ago at this point. It was pretty interesting. This one, however, because it's child killers, I think will be a little more interesting. Because this video is an hour long, I'm probably going to be yapping a little less than normal, or at least pausing to yap, just because I want to get it done quicker. I don't want to make this an hour and a half.
I was editing Dexter.
What do you guys suspect, or what do you guys know about what happened?
Police are speaking
that's
with
not suspicious at all.
13-year-old Hunter and his twin brother Levi, and while they appear clueless now, one of them has just committed a gruesome murder.
We need to talk to
YouTube on the TV is disgusting.
and
So
we're wondering if we can
YouTubers-
go down to the police department.
YouTube enjoyers.
I don't know what's going on. Neither do I.
As the weeks-long investigation continues, detectives discover that these are no ordinary boys. One of them has spent years obsessively researching serial killers like Ted Bundy.
Ah,
Now
lovely.
He believes he's executed the perfect murder
I will
and can
kill you,
outsmart
kill you.
police. But a series of childish mistakes would cause his violent fantasies to slowly come to light.
What a
leaving
surprise,
his
the child has
family and
childish
the entire
mistakes.
town in utter shock as the monster they feared turns out to be a 13-year-old boy.
Find that fool. Yes. And he needs to die.
It's not possible. There has to be someone who planted evidence. What happens now? He's only 13.
Someone played too much Ace Attorney.
You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
If it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
No, not Ace Attorney, it'd be Among Us. Among Us. Objection!
It's 2
Objection!
a.m. in the small village of Fairfax, Ohio, and tonight, a
Fairfax? I don't think that's a
13-year-old
village, I think that's a
decides
town.
This is the night he becomes a serial killer. For years, he's been obsessed with true crime content, and with his family preparing to move away
No,
the
it is
following
classified as
week,
village,
he's
never mind.
finally ready to put everything he's learned into action. At 2:30 a.m., he
What a little
slips out of his
psychopath.
house and walks less than 10 feet to his neighbor's house next door. Once inside, the 13-year-old puts on a pair of gloves, something he learned on YouTube that would prevent him from leaving behind his DNA. He moves silently through the house before approaching the bedroom of an elderly woman. At 2:40, he begins strangling her, but despite months of
killed his
preparation, he
neighbor?
quickly realizes this will be far more difficult than he expected.
Yeah, no
because
shit.
when the woman wakes up, she fights back, punching and brutally scratching the boy's face. But just minutes later, the woman is dead, killed at the hands of a little boy. At 3:15 a.m., he's back in
Jesus,
his
that
own
is a
bed,
haunting image.
as if nothing ever happened.
I don't like that image. Jesus.
It's just past 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Many Fairfax residents are returning home from church when the Fairfax police receive a 911 call, unlike anything they've heard in years.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
3919 Germania. I think my sister's might have been murdered. It might be some blood. I don't know.
Wait,
She
wait,
did
wait,
not
wait, hold on,
respond when I
hold
yelled
on,
at
hold
her.
All right, sir, I have help coming out.
19 Germania. I think my sister's might have been murdered.
Y'all see what that last one says, right? By a 13-year-old. I'm gonna say no
It
more.
might be some blood. I don't know.
Okay.
She did not respond when I yelled at her.
All right, sir, I have help coming out there for her, okay? You know that
Okay, thank
that
you.
might want to harm
What
her or
a
anything like that?
foul
Absolutely
child.
nobody.
On the line is 61-year-old Daryl Tenpenny, insisting his sister had been murdered, something almost unheard of in this area. Moments later,
Jeez.
first responders arrive at the house, unaware they are not only walking into a carefully staged crime scene, but that the killer is still nearby.
Yeah, literally
watching
across the
police's
street.
every move.
Crazy.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it out. We'll do confirmation stuff here. It's just confirmed. Hey, I don't know if he believes that she's been murdered. So, camera on. It's on. It's been on since I hit my wife's.
I just realized the fucking paramedic told him, yeah, put your camera on. Like, bruh.
Rigor.
Rigor
Try to
mortis.
touch as least as you guys can. Do what you guys got to do. Yeah, no. So you got blood. Did he cover her up?
I don't know. The dispatcher said that he found her with a pillow over top of her. I don't know about peroxide and cleaning chemicals.
What was he expecting, the body to despawn and we go back to normal?
Pepto-Bismol.
Did she drink it?
I don't know.
Well, let me go. You want the monitor?
We have rigor.
On the bed lies 64-year-old Sheila Tenpenny, partially clothed and deceased for what appears to have been several hours. As officers continue to inspect the house, they notice nothing appears to be stolen, supporting their working theory that Sheila...
Okay, I don't know much about rigor mortis, but the fact he could declare rigor mortis just by looking at her is crazy.
may have taken her own
Probably
life. And with that assumption comes the first accidental success for the 13-year-old killer, convincing him he's already outsmarted the police. However, what officers spot next would flip this theory upside down.
It's just a female DOA on Germania. Just kind of odd pillow over her face and some chemical
hair
around the
underneath,
house.
blood and hair underneath her fingernails.
Blood splatter around the bed. The guy that found her said the door was open, and he said that he told the squad that he thinks she was murdered.
So
we'll get.
I don't see blood from her. So that might not be from her. Who knows? That's police work. I don't mean to overstep.
No, you're good.
Pills.
I mean, who doesn't love doing a little bit of... Sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong time.
Blood and hair beneath Sheila's fingernails certainly raised suspicions. Investigators still refuse to rule out the possibility of this being self-inflicted.
What am I looking at?
Before they send Sheila's body for autopsy, there's still something that doesn't sit right with them. They're baffled by how certain the victim's brother, Daryl, seemed that his sister had been assaulted before paramedics had even suggested that possibility. And with that statement alone, he has unknowingly made himself their first suspect.
Yeah, how
so
does he know of the second one?
How you doing, sir?
Not just the murder.
I mean, obviously not great. I'm Officer Moore, Fairfax Police Department. When's the last time that you do you know? Yesterday, do you know what time about, or did you talk to her or see her?
I see her, and actually, 7:09 p.m. is the last message I got from her.
Was there anything? Was she struggling with anything? I mean, mentally,
5 hours
physically?
before
No,
that.
nothing at all.
She's pretty happy.
Okay, so you made a comment to these guys when they first got here that you thought, like, she's
laying on the bed with her legs spread, and it looked like there was blood, and her head had stuff on top of her, like someone tried to smother her, and she looked like they ripped her thing open, and I yelled at her, and I didn't see no movement from her whatsoever, and I just turned around and walked out.
Interestingly, Daryl never mentions performing CPR. And while police now know it likely wouldn't have saved Sheila, that's not something Daryl would have known for sure.
Probably doesn't know it,
Right
or didn't even
here
think
comes
about
the
it.
second lucky break for the teen killer. Because
I
every
probably
good
wouldn't have.
murder needs a fall guy, and the police have just taken the bait with Daryl. Shortly afterwards, Daryl's interview wraps up, the scene is secured, and officers return to the station to await the autopsy
Look,
results.
if I came
But
across
as
somebody's dead
investigators
body,
leave the house,
my first
they
thought
would
would not be
overlook a
CPR. It'd
crucial
be,
piece
I
of
need to get the
evidence.
police here.
Lying beneath Sheila Tenpenny's body was a men's wristwatch, a seemingly insignificant detail that would later become one of the key pieces of evidence used to solve the entire case.
Because it's gonna look like
1
he
week
left
passes, and then comes the update investigators have been waiting for. The forensic and DNA results arrive, completely overturning their initial assumptions. Investigators determined that Sheila Tenpenny had suffered blunt force trauma to the head and neck before ultimately being strangled to death. But they also confirmed something crucial. Sheila had managed to fight back. On her hands and beneath her fingernails are traces of blood and tufts of hair. DNA
Yeah, probably
belonging
from
to an
grabbing
unknown
at the head to
male.
try and wrench
With
it
these
away.
disturbing findings, there is no longer any
She
question.
looks really soft and
This is a
gentle, too.
homicide.
Like in a personality, I mean.
So early Monday morning, officers returned to the neighborhood, going door to door in search of anyone Sheila may have wronged, and anyone with fresh defensive wounds. But in reality, the detectives couldn't be more off track. While the young killer quietly brags about the murder online, growing more confident by the hour, knowing the victim had absolutely no enemies. And as police begin surveying the neighborhood,
so it was right.
they
Everyone
have
was
no
really nice.
idea
She's
which
nice.
interaction will bring them face to face with Sheila's killer.
So you're one of the trusted family members. What we're doing is getting elimination DNA from anybody we talk to, as long as you're willing. Thank you very much. And then how about your hand? Just let me double check your hands. I know you work with them on the other side. Yeah, that's great.
Checking for wounds and.
There's a lot going on, I'll say. So this is just part of the process.
Here's my card before I forget, in case you have anything else or need to reach out. I email and phone numbers on there.
Find that fool.
Yes.
And he needs to die.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for saying that.
I wish we did that more often, to be honest with you. So.
I mean,
That's a crazy thing for a cop to say.
Yeah, you don't fix that. Yeah.
You don't fix that.
I agree.
Can't blame them, honestly.
Okay, you're good there. I'm gonna come up here soon. I know this is a pain in the ass, man, but I definitely appreciate it.
So you guys think this is a random thing, or?
I want to say no. I do.
Well,
but
from what I've heard, you know, a guy down in that new house over there, and a couple others. I've been out here having my cigarette.
Sure.
I hear, I think the brother did it. They're going to arrest him in a couple, 3 days. I'm like, what?
They think the brother did it, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Why? Any reason why they think that?
I don't know. That's just speculation.
Yeah,
right now.
speculation and rumors and.
After speaking with
gossip.
more than a dozen people, officers uncover a major new rumor. Many in the village suspect Sheila's own brother, Daryl, is responsible. With this as their only real lead,
I mean,
another
it's
team
just
of
how people
officers
talk,
led by
you know.
Special Agent Richard
exactly.
Ward
Gossip
makes a
spreads
surprise
fast.
visit to Daryl's house, less
Probably
than a mile
unsubstantiated
away. And for the
in
actual
just
killer, the plan appears
circumstantial
to be
evidence,
working
yes.
even better than he imagined. Suspicion has successfully shifted onto Sheila's own family member, pulling detectives completely off his trail as they begin focusing in on Daryl. For now, though, officers have just arrived at Daryl's house, where it would soon become clear just how lucky the kid got and why Daryl makes the perfect fall guy.
I'm still getting over the loss of my mother, and I have not straightened anything out. And now I got more to deal with.
Oh, you weren't lying.
Yeah. Well, these over up here, all these boxes.
Oh, damn, he's a hoarder.
Come in here.
Oh.
Probably
Hey,
just
I need to
depression
ask you a
mass.
favor. Just
Oh my
whenever I
god.
got your swabs, I need you one more thing. Could you just show me your shirt, underneath your shirt, that you don't, I just want to make sure, I want to satisfy myself. I don't think you'd ever hurt anybody.
No, especially my sister.
Okay, throw your shit back on. So you have any idea when the funeral's going to be?
Well, we don't have.
They won't release the body yet?
I don't know. Nobody's contacted us. I was going to send you a message this morning and say we are okay with that because we want this person caught.
Right.
Suffice it to say, Detective Ward is taken aback by Daryl's unusual living situation, but still, no scratches. And so the investigation takes a step back.
I mean, it's been a week. I feel like most
no one
scratches
they
would
can
have
tie to the murder. No
mostly
enemies,
by
no
then.
leads, nothing. But that's because they're looking at this crime completely the wrong way. With the investigation at
I don't know. I feel like saying that's kind of a disservice because they're doing everything they can with the information they have. There's no right way. Well, there is right ways to approach it. But for this, there's no right way for them to approach it in a different way because they don't have the information they need to do it the right way. They only have what they know, and they're following up on gut instinct and the little bits of circumstantial evidence that they have. Following up on gossip, on things that they find. Yeah, they only have the brother to work with and what the people are saying. They don't have any reason to suspect the child. Because why would you? Naturally, you wouldn't assume a child murdered somebody. And I don't know. Just the fact that he's saying, looking at it the wrong way, it just bothers me a little bit. It feels like it's doing a little bit of a disservice to the very hard work the police are doing.
a standstill, officers canvassing the area continue knocking on doors until they reach the neighbor directly across the street, just 50 feet from the victim's home. It's one of the homes where no one answered earlier, and as they approach the front door, the homeowner, Rebecca, steps outside, unaware that in the next few minutes, her life is about to be turned upside down.
So I don't know when it actually happened. I know that we saw like the trucks on, or cars or whatever, on Sunday. So, and actually Sunday morning at like 6 a.m. We had to run to the ER because my son, the cat, I guess, was sleeping on his face, and they startled each other in the dark.
Oh
And
man.
it scratched him, and so we were worried that could be bad or infected.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
It wasn't a big deal, but it was just like traumatizing, and I was like, everybody get in the car.
Just a few feet away, 13-year-old Levi Cart looks through the living room window and notices his mother speaking with police officers. Panicking, he pauses the YouTube video he was watching, runs up to his
Hold on.
room
I want to see what video. Does that say the Sunday horror game? I can't see what this says, but I do see. I forgot the character's name from Puppy Playtime, but the woolly guy.
Panicking,
I watched Jack
pauses
play
the
all of
YouTube
Puppy
video he
Playtime
was watching, runs up to his room, and locks the door. Back outside, officers begin piecing
That's not
things
suspicious.
together. The boy
Gotta be,
with
thank
fresh
you.
scratches across his body could very well be tied to Sheila's murder. In a few moments,
Yes, very
detectives will
coincidental.
step inside to follow up on this lead. But what they will soon find will defy their expectations. But before we get to that, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you've realized just how much people are forced to carry. Fear, trauma, even the day-to-day burden
we
of
got mad.
surviving.
Of
And
course we got mad.
sometimes that weight shows up in other ways too, like debt. Do you feel crushed by debt? Those high
Yeah,
interest
if you're
loans,
stuck with
that
that, why don't
mountain
you
of
go
credit
speak to
card debt,
Caleb
or
Hammer at
even the
Financial Order?
overwhelming medical bills?
I've
All
been
of
watching
the
a
debt
lot
that
of
has been
Financial
keeping
Order
you up at
lately.
night
It's
could be
very
gone quicker
interesting
than
and
you think.
entertaining.
Imagine being debt-free, not in 10 years, but in as little as
Yep,
just
yep,
2
yep,
years.
yep.
Think about that relief. You can finally feel free. PDS Debt are experts at
I
making
should have
this
known. It's always
happen.
PDS
They know
Debt.
precisely how to negotiate with the companies you owe, strategically working to
Kinda
get you a
debt if you
resolution
don't
where
pay,
you owe them
that's not how that
significantly
works.
less and
Yeah,
can be
me too,
relieved
Sheep. I
of your
love
debt.
Caleb.
They listen to your
I don't know
unique
what it is about
situation to
Financial
create a
Order. Normally that kind of
personalized plan
show
that
would just be
works,
so
regardless
boring
of your
to
credit
me.
score.
But
There's no minimum
Financial Order
required to
is
see how they can help
so
you. They tackle credit cards,
interesting and
personal
entertaining.
loans, collections, medical bills,
Probably
finding
due
the
to
right
Caleb.
solution to save you money
That's
and
a
get you
lot of work
debt-free
into it.
faster, putting you back in control.
I've been
And the
thinking
results
about doing a
speak for
reaction one,
themselves.
but
PDS Debt holds an
I don't
A+
know.
Better
It's
Business
like an
Bureau
hour and a
rating,
half
boasts
long.
hundreds of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot. That's because they've helped tens of thousands of people break free of debt. Stop living in debt. Get your free assessment and find the best option for you right now at
You can absolutely do that.
pdsdebt.com/insanity. You're just 30 seconds away from
The
starting
fact
to get out
that
of
his
debt.
code is
That's
insanity is
pdsdebt.com/insanity.
well insane.
With that said, let's get back to the scene, where detectives are about to go inside Rebecca's house.
switch is
Unknown to
jarring.
them, what they are about to find inside will be nothing like they expect.
Do you care if we come in, or you want them to come? Okay.
The only reason we're outside is because I was feeling stressed out. Alright, I do have 2 cats though, so.
No problem.
Come on in. Hey guys.
Hello.
Do you wanna come out here or no? Why? I haven't been really transparent about what happened across the street, and people who are investigating are talking to everybody.
I mean, understandable why the mother would keep that from them. Don't want to scare or traumatize the kids.
Hey bud, can I talk to you? Do you want to talk in the living room or do you want to talk in your room? There are people who are here to talk about something that happened actually earlier this week.
Honestly, that tells me that she's a good mother. Trying to, like, keep
Yeah,
that from
he
the
is.
kids. Trying to keep them comfortable
Oh,
and safe.
he's cap cutting.
Oh, editing.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
That's cool.
Now
Is he
you
making
are
fucking Dexter
Shall I
edit?
sit down?
Yeah.
Naturally, this is not the suspect the detectives were hoping to see, as 13-year-old Hunter
Cringe
Cart
and
enters the
disappointed.
room. Realizing they may have jumped to conclusions, the detectives still begin to question the boy. Perhaps he knows something after all.
So we're with the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and we're just talking to people to see if they might have heard or seen anything unusual that happened over the weekend.
No.
Ma'am, you got your clipboard. Thank you.
Sorry?
What'd you stop me to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother got into an injury and he had to go to the ER.
Yeah,
I got
that's what
really
I heard.
sick and started
If you
vomiting
make
and
cat
stuff.
cut edits of me, I will shank you.
So,
How are you feeling?
That
Getting
whole,
better?
a lot better. But
That's good.
that whole day was just kind of a blur for everybody. Unless it's something that happened a long time ago. that's memorable. It's not really something I remember unless it like is really, really brought up.
Although Hunter is unable to provide any new details, he seems fairly cooperative and willing to help. His twin brother Levi, on the other hand, is still in his room, refusing to come out. Earlier, their mother had mentioned Levi was editing Dexter, a crime drama centered around a vigilante serial killer, a show both detectives are all too familiar with.
A show that should not be idolized, by the way, but it apparently is for some
hunch
reason.
about Rebecca's sons may not have been a coincidence after all.
Yeah, it's usually never quick, but that's actually pretty quick.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, you're coming out now?
What you editing?
I was editing Dexter. Sometimes I edit.
Yeah.
But
He likes to make videos for TikTok.
yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, me and Liz.
Is that the cat that got you there on the nose?
I don't know what happened. We just we both startled each other because my bed was right there.
Yeah, his bed was out here.
He really has that bad head. Look at the
All
fucking
the lights
mess.
were off.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So we've been knowing for a while that we needed to cut their nails. Hunter's been saying that for
I know.
Don't cut a cat's nails. Just don't do it.
Us moving, I mean, everybody knows that cats just are awkward. So us moving, Marshmallow being weird
not
because we're
really.
moving, and
Is Marshmallow the cat?
yes,
Oh, look at that little guy. He got a little lazy eye.
like a playset for them.
He looks like a silly little guy.
We packed it up, so that's also probably another thing. So yeah, me
I
and
should get
him
my cat for the next
just
video.
randomly startled each other. He scraped me on the neck. I'm not sure if you can see.
No, can't. Where else did you get it?
Yeah.
He kind of scraped me on my face a little bit.
5.
And then mainly my nose. And
Yeah,
I was
the nose
trying
was
to
the
clean
scary
my.
one.
Oh yeah, it was
I was
5
just
scratches,
myself
was
up.
it?
Yeah,
it was
5
like-
stitches.
It was pretty deep.
Pretty deep.
Oh, it hurts
So
when it goes there.
we went back to the house after.
I don't know about you guys, but I've never been scratched by a cat so deep I need fucking stitches. Ever. Don't get me wrong, I've had some pretty deep cat scratches. When I was very young, I had a cat, did not treat it very well because I didn't understand how cats worked. I thought they worked like dogs. And he did not like me. He scratched me quite often. They were never deep enough to have stitches. To me, that would be setting off red flags. A cat scratch that needs stitches? Would he stab you with all 4? Wait, do cats have 5 claws? Hold on, I need to Google that actually. Do cats have 4 or 5 claws? How many claws do cats have on each paw? Oh, okay, they do have 5. Yeah, 5 on each front paw and 4 on each back paw. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I guess it still makes sense. Sadly. Huh. But still, that would be setting off red flags for me because I've never heard of that before. And it's also a little too
got
fitting
a
for the
doctor.
crime.
And then that's when we saw the ambulances. I don't know, a lot of it's a blur because I tried to clean myself up.
Yeah, I had my cat scratch a C into my face and 2 eyes on my hand.
Both brothers used the same word, blur, when recalling the incident. And while traumatic events, even something like death of a neighbor, can affect memory, what catches officers' attention far more is the way Levi seems to over-explain what happened. He claims the deep scratches came from a fight with a house cat, something officers find difficult to believe given the severity of the wounds. So, with this in mind,
That's a deep-ass
detectives believe
cut.
that despite their young age, the brothers have given them enough probable cause to take the next step. The detectives ask to speak with Rebecca outside for a moment, where they request permission to collect DNA from both of her sons. Without much hesitation, she agrees. But when the 3 of them return, one of the brothers would have a very different reaction to being tested.
Do you mind if I come?
He's got the DX racer chair.
He's feeling a little overwhelmed by this.
Yeah, I just feel like I've been to enough doctors recently. I don't want to.
So have you seen any like crime shows or anything? You know how we kind of do our job. The medical stuff's a little different than the law enforcement stuff. But I don't know if she explained to you, but we're just going to swab your cheek, and it's not going to go into any database or anything. But we're going to compare it against stuff that we have. That makes sense. and it will take 2 seconds. It's just a
Do I have to
inside
do
the
it?
sheet. You don't have to do anything.
Oh shit, I think we have the same
But-
mic.
Obviously, we're asking everybody on the street,
Fuck.
and it would be super helpful if you could.
Right.
Alright. Okay.
I can confirm that these gamer chairs are dog shit. They do not feel, they are not comfortable.
Okay.
It'll be easier if you
And
sit down.
they get destroyed pretty quickly.
I'm going to do it first.
I can do it.
Yeah, I'll
first.
show you.
You're making
Stole my setup, no, stole my mic. I've been thinking about getting a short SM7B, but I
The
don't know how I
detectives
feel
proceed to take DNA swabs from both brothers, though Hunter and Rebecca are clearly far more willing to cooperate than Levi. But what one of the brothers doesn't seem to realize is that the more he talks, the more the Cart brothers begin to look less like witnesses and more like suspects.
Lewis has a few scars on his back, but it's just from the surgery.
Yeah, because my.
Oh, let's see.
Oh yeah, you could show them.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, it
wow.
looks pretty
I never noticed.
minimally invasive.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, I have worse
Hunter's always
scars than that.
Yeah, it
so.
didn't look like that. Yeah.
Sorry,
Very good.
I keep mentioning things
We
that
had a
you don't
good
mention
surgeon.
without your permission.
I find it
How does it feel
was,
to have
yeah.
these scars now?
Dr. Stevenson. It's where they go in and they
How does it feel to have these
test
scars
each
now?
nerve root that links
Oh,
to your leg.
I have
What do
way
you
more. I
guys
have scars all over
suspect, or what
me.
do you guys know
Small
about
ones.
what happened?
Well, I can tell you this: it shouldn't have happened, and we need to figure out why it happened, so that hopefully we can keep it from happening again. Because we'd hate to miss some evidence, and if you've watched any TV, we don't want to be those cops that forgot to do this or look into that.
We have
And-
watched plenty.
They
You
love
know what I
watch- They
mean,
love
so-
watching the true crimes.
Hey, true crime is interesting.
But it's a lot differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my brother, especially my brother, know a lot. I would say, definitely my brother knows a lot about just the police in general.
That's not
He wants to
suspicious
go
to
into
bring
the
up.
Marines when he gets older.
Nice.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
That's cool.
recruitment
Yeah.
is always there. Everybody's looking for.
Yeah.
I mean,
those are hard
hopefully
spots
with
to
my
fill anymore.
disability, I don't get.
Yeah, there's a spot for
He
everybody.
watched so much true crime, he
Me
became the
and Melissa
crime.
both agreed that him especially is a lot more mature than most kids our age.
Oh, so you can handle this news.
You guys are handling it pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder
Strangely,
why.
Hunter continues offering interesting details without being prompted, insisting that the teen brothers are far more mature than most kids their age.
Probably just
And when he
awkward.
brings up Levi's injuries, Levi becomes visibly uncomfortable, giving his brother a long, chilling stare. By the end of the interview, the twins no longer seem like ordinary kids to the detectives. Their fascination with true crime, gory shows like Dexter, foggy memory, and, of course, the hard-to-explain cat scratches on Levi all point towards something deeply unsettling.
Yeah,
With
they
DNA collected,
It's
investigators...
always interesting because the cops will do these like chalks interviews, but they'll be looking at behavior more than they'll be looking at anything else to try and like gauge who is the most cagey and then bump them up the suspect list if they need to.
return to the station to brief the sergeant on everything they've uncovered. Now all they can do is wait for the DNA results from Daryl, the Cart twins, and several neighbors and family friends to come back the following day. Still believing a deranged killer may be at work, investigators know that until he or they are caught, no one in this quiet village is truly safe.
Yeah, I imagine there's going to be consistent police patrols.
The next day, the DNA results finally come in, and investigators are stunned. Both of Rebecca's sons are a match, but that doesn't necessarily mean they were both at the scene.
Yeah, 'cause they're
According to
twins,
the
aren't
forensic
they?
analyst, the lab cannot tell Levi's DNA apart from Hunter's, because
Yeah.
identical twins share the same STR markers. Needless to say, investigators
They
are
aren't
now facing
identical.
an extraordinarily rare problem. But even with these findings, detectives struggle to process the facts that the suspects are only 13 years old. Not only would they have to be deeply disturbed, but they would also need the physical strength to carry out a crime this violent.
Which
Then
is
again,
unlikely.
Their age could also work in the investigators' favor. Teenagers are more likely to slip up, confess to friends or family, or leave evidence of their actions somewhere online.
Yeah,
the
'cause they're
problem
irrational
is,
and
detectives have enough
erratic.
probable cause for a search warrant, but not enough to formally detain Rebecca or either brother, something they
Damn.
absolutely cannot let the family realize. Nevertheless, they return to the family home, hoping they can persuade Rebecca to bring her sons to the station, allowing investigators to begin searching the house the moment they leave. But the situation is incredibly delicate. One wrong move could spook the family and shut down the entire investigation.
Hello, back.
Hi, we're back. Yeah.
I like that pink hair.
You left your keys in the door.
We just
Mostly
left
very
the
nice.
house. Do you need to come in? What's going on?
Yeah, that'd be great. We have a couple things to talk about.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
We just sat down to eat.
What you guys get?
Thanks.
Do you just need me or?
Yeah.
So,
Are all three of you here?
are all three of you here? Yeah.
Louis? You go upstairs?
Do I need to be nervous? It's making me feel nervous.
Relax, you're okay.
You're good, yeah? You want to take a seat
Yeah.
somewhere?
It's okay. I'm gonna go sit down so it's a little less weird.
Yeah, come on in. Just relax.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Yeah, just chill. Chill out. Y'all aren't in trouble.
You guys want to sit down here? You be more comfortable?
Just has Raising Cane's on the table. I was gonna say that, but I don't know what Raising Cane's is.
Yes, we literally just walked in the door.
We need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department. Just so we have a better area to talk.
Okay.
So if you guys want, let's put some shoes and socks on, maybe a coat, and then
head on
we'll
down to the police
head that
station.
way.
Congratulations, y'all tricked. Don't arrive with a strong plan and are instead relying heavily on improvisation. Somehow, though, despite not having their answers fully prepared, they appear to be succeeding in getting the family
That is
to the
a
station
really empty
voluntarily. But that can only work for so long before someone catches on.
Do we need to be getting lawyers or something? I'm feeling nervous about this. I don't.
You're welcome to call an attorney.
Also, like, do we have to go? Is this like a right now thing, or is it
We would like you to.
Yes.
It would make, you don't have to do anything, I suppose.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable. I'm not.
We could. How about we get there? We can explain kind of what's going on, give you some more info. You can always,
Okay.
Hey, you're right.
Just
Explain
explain
what's
some
going
more.
on before we head out there, and
Do you mind if we do that outside?
sure.
Sure.
Do you guys want to wait a second? Is that what you mean?
Oh,
All three of you outside, if possible.
Okay.
We just need to,
Oh,
we
they
need to
get
go over
so
some
close.
things in the neighborhood with you, ma'am. If we could go back to Fifth so we don't have to sit in the rain.
Yeah.
And we got some pictures I want to show you.
They're trying so hard.
And there's a bunch of stuff we want to talk to you about. So, all right, you guys good?
Are we under suspicion for something, or?
We just want to talk to you. I think you guys could help us clear a lot of things up around.
Notice how he didn't answer the
So-
question. He danced
Okay.
around it.
All right. All right, let's go.
Because if he said yes, they would have been like,
John.
"Nah, I'm good."
And
Probably.
go ride with you.
Well, they risk saying, "No, I'm good."
Okay, that works. Before we get in, I just got to make sure there's nothing on you. It's going to stick me, poke me, cut me. Yep. All right, actually, if you want to step over there to him right there. All right, you can just have a seat right there for me.
Yeah, they're not arrested. They're just. Actually, they're not even detained. They're just transporting them.
All right, do you have to put this on you for the whole 3 blocks we're driving?
You probably won't put them, so. I mean, but there's nothing that we can't talk about.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I.
Left one is a lot more
Well, very, very
jovial and I don't know, carefree.
My anxiety levels went through the roof.
Oh. I don't know why there's so many, like, police vehicles either.
Yeah, that's definitely what scared me. Seeing all the cops immediately pull up. Like, one person's there, didn't see that other cop pull up, and then
I was just like, why are they... What's the reason
I'm sure
for that?
it's, I don't know, maybe it's an intimidation tactic.
I guess, but what?
I don't know why they
are they
would
trying to
Why would
intimidate us? Right.
Why would they intimidate you?
Miraculously, despite the detective's sloppy handling of the situation and Rebecca's growing skepticism, they still
Sloppy
managed to
is
convince the
correct.
family
That
to come
was
to the station.
messy.
For now, they've purposely kept the twins together, hoping the cameras might catch something incriminating. But the brothers have seen this tactic before and say nothing, foolishly convinced they're outsmarting the police. Investigators have also just confiscated their phones and obtained house keys from Rebecca, allowing them to begin searching the home for any evidence tying the boys to the crime.
one with the longer
But
hair.
despite these small victories, this is where detectives would face a major reality check about their strategy. Upon
Is the mother
arriving at
gonna
the
get
station,
lawyer?
the twins are quietly escorted through a separate entrance and separated from their mother. The twins don't seem particularly worried, calmly following detectives into the interrogation rooms. But for Rebecca, the situation is very different, because the moment she's finally informed that her sons are about to be questioned without her present, all hell breaks loose.
Is she gonna shut it down immediately?
I want to get us our lawyer and have my children stop being questioned without a lawyer present immediately.
Okay.
So let's make that happen.
I don't know who's doing what where.
Nope, but I can
Yep.
go get that figured out for you. It needs to happen right now.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll go today.
I got it.
She's not being a
We just
Karen.
got
She's
home
just
from the doctor's
concerned.
office and chains.
So comfy.
They are comfy.
Amazon?
Not, yeah.
I find the best things on Amazon. People are so against it.
Really, I know you're being friendly. I need to know my children are not being questioned and that they have a lawyer. You didn't let us know that we were being detained.
You're not being detained. You're free to go.
No, you didn't let us know that you were detaining my children.
They're free to leave.
You did not. Right now, they're allowed to leave right now. Let's go. Right now.
Maybe a little bit of a Karen.
Right now. You said they're allowed to
But
leave.
I can
Yes or no?
understand.
You
She's
cannot take them.
concerned.
Clearly, this is not how detectives hoped things would go. Rebecca is furious, and not without reason.
Yeah,
the detective
it's
just
understandable.
admitted that the boys are free to leave, yet does nothing when Rebecca demands exactly that. On top of that, her phone has been confiscated, making it impossible for her to even call the lawyer. It's here that the risk behind the detective's strategy, or lack thereof, becomes impossible to ignore.
Lack thereof is the correct
advantage of this
term.
approach is that by withholding the real reason the boys are there, detectives limit the information the suspects can tailor their stories to, making contradictions and inconsistencies much easier to catch later. That said, when those
on the
suspects are
downside, it
minors and
aggravates
detectives need their mother's cooperation, this strategy can quickly backfire, undermining trust and damaging the legitimacy of the entire process. And unsurprisingly, Rebecca's outrage is only beginning as she storms out of the interrogation room in search of anyone willing to tell her what's really going on.
Are you accusing them of murder?
I am not.
Is that why they're being detained? Because they're under suspicion for murder?
They're questioning to find out if they know any additional details.
How would they know anything?
Well, you live across the street, man.
And you think that they murdered someone.
So that's
I'm saying
our
this whole charade, the way we've gone about this and approached it and slowly showed things to me because I've asked questions and not because you are transparent, is not okay. It literally just says, we have the ability to search all of your belongings. It doesn't say...
For what reason would they want to search the belongings?
It says for murder.
Because we're investigating the murder of the neighbor.
Yeah, and my 13-year-olds have not murdered anyone.
Okay, well, we're trying to find further information that was divulged yesterday to put the pieces together.
So I'm not going to be told anything.
Yeah, I can... Look, she is aggressive and a
Why
little
am I not being
Karen-y, but
questioned?
I can understand 100%.
We would love to talk to you if you would be willing to talk.
I'm literally standing here waiting.
Well, we were trying to talk to you, but you want to make phone calls and do all those things. If you'd like to talk, we can talk.
You're well aware. Hey.
What's up?
A lot. And nothing, because they're not telling me anything.
Well, I would assume because
I asked for a lawyer.
I hate to say this, but he's a big boy. He is a big lad. I mean, no disrespect.
I understand. I understand. You have every right to be worked up. I'm just trying to sort it out.
All right, I'll let you do
So
your thing.
under what grounds are they being questioned? What prompted them?
There was a
to be
murder
brought
that
up?
happened across the street.
I understand that, but what specifically about our boys is causing you guys to bring them to the station for questioning?
Those details I don't know, because those investigators know more about that than I do.
Are you guys bringing in every neighbor to?
We did 25 yesterday. I know myself and another agent.
To the station.
Well, I don't know how many people got brought here. We're also doing a search warrant at the house too. So a judge has granted us
search warrant for her house and who else?
Well, the search warrant is for the house and the vehicle on the property.
Our house and vehicle.
Okay. Were there other search warrants for other
Not that I'm aware
neighbors?
of.
You guys are questioning two 13-year-old boys.
And that's perfectly within their right to do so.
Someone is. You're absolutely correct. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's just a petty response from the officer.
This is why we need our lawyer down here now. We need to make this happen. I don't have a phone. So this needs to happen on your end. Immediately. Whoever we call.
After getting little to no answers from the detectives, the twins' father calls a lawyer, hoping he can intervene. But even with legal counsel now on the way, detectives press forward with the interviews, fully aware of the risk they're taking. At the same time, ever since the boys left with the police, a search of their home has been underway, and very soon, it will begin yielding crucial evidence for the interrogations.
Uh-oh.
As both brothers wait for their interrogations to begin, it quickly becomes clear that one of them is about to be treated very differently. Because Hunter had been significantly more talkative the day before, detectives opt for a more casual, friendly approach. And even his interrogation room reflects that. Levi, on the other hand, is placed in a cold, cramped room, subjected to the kind of interrogation tactics typically reserved for an adult suspect. Based on the scratch marks alone, detectives strongly suspect Levi is the killer. But there is still nothing ruling out the possibility that Hunter may have helped him, especially after learning that Levi has significant mobility issues. Now, with a lawyer on the way to the station and two furious parents pacing outside, the clock is ticking. So detectives split into two groups to question the boys simultaneously. And as the questioning begins, Hunter's interview...
I don't know, there is something a little bit cagey about how the officers have been handling this, but you gotta think, granted, we know that the kid is the killer, not this one, the other one. And I'm thinking of it in the way of, it's the lesser of two evils. You either let the parents do what they want and take the kid home and all that, and then congratulations, you now can't get the information you need to make the case and get him arrested. But on the other hand, if you keep pushing, you're kind of breaking the laws, I think, or you're like stretching the limits of the power they have, and I don't know about that. It kind of breaks the trust of the community.
Escalates far quicker than expected, because there's something he needs to get off his chest.
I get it, though. I get it.
So, I don't feel pressure doing this.
You don't?
Of course I feel a little pressured, but I don't feel like I have to sign those.
Okay.
I just know it's more suspicion is put on me if I don't answer any questions. So
valid point.
We're here to talk, ask questions, get your story. I know you told Lauren a little bit.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I want to say, I don't think my brother would be able to do anything like that. But because that day he got scratches on his face, because of that day it all seems like a very wide coincidence.
Putting it mildly.
Cat was his face was scratched by a cat. We talked about it, and it certainly looks like Lewis has the coincidences are there.
At this early stage of the interview, Hunter, completely unprompted, begins talking about the scratch wounds, which he believes are the most concrete evidence against his brother. But while he frames it as a coincidence, back at the house, police executing the search warrant notice something that immediately casts doubt on the story. On Rebecca's bed, they find the family cat, Marshmallow, sitting completely
He's just
calm.
a little
But
guy.
more importantly, the cat's claws seem far too small to match the injuries on Levi. This information is relayed back to detectives.
I didn't even
at
think
the
about that
station,
yet. The
where
size
Hunter
of
and
the
Levi are
claws
being
would be important
interviewed.
because of the
And
thickness
while
of
Hunter
the
appears
nails
eager to
and the
talk,
scratches.
Levi's interview is moving far more
think about
slowly
that.
as detectives focus on building rapport and choosing their words extremely carefully.
Yeah, the little cat's
So seeing
innocent.
just how much
He's
more
a good
talkative
boy.
Hunter is, investigators keep their focus on him for now, hoping he can offer further insight into his brother, or perhaps even turn on him.
He had extra, like, red scratch marks on his face. I mean, that seems obviously suspicious, but like I said, I don't think he could do something like that. I'm gonna keep saying this, but this makes me feel really upset because a lot of evidence is piled up against him, but like, I mean, I don't know if you guys suspect him of anything, but I truly don't believe he could do anything like that. Even though he has all these things.
He's never talked about it.
I don't know. I buy it. It feels like he's trying to
Anything like what?
force himself to believe it.
Hurting somebody, or when he gets triggered, he gets upset and acting out and just saying things, or, you know, I don't know how he behaves when he's triggered.
No, like I said, no, he doesn't behave weirdly when triggered. He
Yeah,
just
it's like he's
doesn't.
trying to justify it to himself and
He's just-
convince himself.
Quiet. It's upsetting for him. Like, he started crying when he got back to this house because he said he never gave us an explanation as to why he's triggered, but
Interestingly, although Hunter describes the suspicious behavior he's noticed from his brother, he continues to insist that Levi could not actually be responsible for the murder.
No,
But
I don't think he's
detectives can't
involved.
tell whether his reaction is genuine or part of a calculated effort to distance himself from the crime. At this stage, though, they're fairly certain Levi is the culprit and decide it's time to stop speculating and focus on something more concrete. So they turn to a key piece of evidence Hunter
kinda
can't
think
deny. Something they had kept hidden from the
Given
twins.
the benefit of the
A
doubt of his
watch
brother.
recovered from beneath Sheila's body. One investigators initially dismissed, but now strongly suspect belongs to one of the two boys. And whether he realizes it or not, what he says next would seal their fate.
You recognize that?
that's Lewis's farm. That's Lewis's watch.
Lewis's watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. What do you think about that?
Bruh. Immediately. Like, he clocked that instantly.
Try to take some deep breaths here.
We don't have any of those blankets.
Right. It's not your house.
And now he
Yeah, I
immediately
remember him
regrets it.
saying that he lost his watch
And when did he say that?
after.
Oh, his heart must be going a mile a minute.
After he got home. Also, he sounded the way he said, "I don't know where my watch is." I don't feel a person could say that.
I don't know. It feels like his heart is shattering because he's piecing together that, oh shit, my brother might have actually done this. And he's trying to rationalize it to himself like, no, he didn't because of X, Y, Z. It's kind of sad. Like, in real time, he's trying to... He's piecing it together himself and being like, no. It's crazy talk. It's kind of sad. Again, he's 13. And he's thinking his brother might have killed somebody. It's sad. I don't know. They haven't told us, but I don't think he's involved at all.
Person say it that way.
We know Lewis
knowing
killed him though. Killed her though.
That, you know, they wore their watch if they did that. Are you saying he purposefully hurt?
We don't know what his purpose was. We just
Is
thought
there-
he made a mistake.
How would he even do that? He's fucking disabled. How would he sneak out of the house, get into the house, stab somebody? Is it true that them? Is that true?
We
This
Did you
bit's
find
hard
DNA
to
evidence?
we're not gonna
Yeah. So
There's no way he would do that.
There's some stuff that happened that we can't give you details
There's
about.
no way.
You have
There's
to
no way.
from the beginning.
If he.
Okay, that's kind of that's sad. That's hard to watch. He's. Can we?
Not possible.
This is a child realizing his brother is a killer.
Evidence. There has to be some misunderstanding.
At the thought of his own brother being responsible for the murder, Hunter appears to completely break down. Detectives realize he's now too emotional and overwhelmed to provide any more reliable information, so they decide to end the interview. Despite failing to secure a confession and not fully ruling him out as a suspect, still, they've learned something important. More insight into Levi, and confirmation
I don't buy that
his
he's
watch
part
was
of it.
indeed at the scene. But just outside the interrogation room, the boy's parents continue arguing with deputies. And with a lawyer coming to intervene, investigators are running out of time. If they want to secure an admission before the interview is shut down, they know they need to raise the stakes with Levi. So the detectives interviewing him finally move on from building rapport and shift the conversation to the scratches, testing whether his explanation matches the one he gave the day before.
Do you know what we're investigating?
I mean, I know something happened down the street.
Across the street?
Or across the street,
Right.
in front of me.
Right. A woman was murdered, right? So we're trying to find out what happened.
I mean, I've already talked to FBI investigators. My cat had randomly woke me up with all the lights off, like sitting on my neck. So it like scratched my face. I felt very bloody, obviously. There was a lot of scratches on me. Usually, because of my disability as well.
What is his disability he has as well? They keep bringing it up. I don't think they explain it. I missed it.
Yeah.
Because I can't really stand for that long without getting like super fatigued and falling, or just like walking around for too long. I didn't use the shower chair because I didn't want to make a bunch of noise and make anybody up.
Right.
So I ended up literally falling, and I fell and like hit my head on the shower hose.
Where'd you hit it at?
I think like around here, like right here.
Jeez.
So I
Notice how he's pointing with his whole hand rather than with a finger?
Yeah.
Sort of obscures exactly
As
where he's talking
Levi
about.
once again over-explains the incident, detectives notice he makes a point of emphasizing that the injuries became worse after he slipped in the shower. But something else in Levi's account immediately stands out. After mentioning his medical condition, detectives recall reviewing his records and discovering that Levi has cerebral palsy. This brings the detectives back to an earlier question. Not only is Levi just 13 years old, but his disability raises serious doubts about whether he was even physically capable of carrying out such a violent attack on his own, especially considering Sheila fought back. Investigators know Hunter is physically stronger, has no disability, and shares many of the same interests in true crime as his brother Levi. At this point, detectives are realizing they may have prematurely cleared Hunter, treating him more like a witness than a suspect, and in doing so, may have lost their chance to implicate him. But with the pressure mounting on Levi, this may be the perfect opportunity for him to turn on his brother. And for the first time during his interview, the bond between the twins is about to be truly tested.
We get in, and like 15 minutes later, Mom starts seeing a bunch of sirens outside, and she opens the window and she's like, "Oh my God, something happened to Denise." And me,
he even knows the
already
name.
in like a panicked, weird state, I kind of started feeling emotionally triggered. And when she said there was a bunch of ambulances outside, I like started to freak out even more. I just felt even worse because Mom had said that something had happened to Denise, our neighbor, right in front of us. And I started feeling even worse. Just to the fact that the same night that something happened, or something like that had happened, that I had an injury of my own.
That's
Although Levi never directly blames his twin brother for the murder, he seems more focused on how bad the situation already looks for him. And as the interview continues, it would only get worse.
That was an
because
incredibly
detectives
cagey
begin receiving critical updates from the house search that is still ongoing, and officers have started uncovering disturbing items. Inside Levi's bedroom, officers recover a journal containing violent writing and repeated references of wanting to kill someone. They also uncover a growing obsession with serial killers, books, online content, and material saved focused on infamous murderers, and in particular,
Not a good sign.
Ted Bundy. Detectives begin to realize
I always
this
hear about
was
Ted Bundy.
far
I don't actually
more
know
than
who he
just
is.
a
or what
morbid
he's done.
curiosity. Over time, what began as an interest in true crime had evolved into something far darker for Levi, and now detectives are left trying to determine whether this interest in violence had consumed them both. Because Levi and Hunter are twins, the blood DNA recovered at the scene is consistent with both of them, something detectives choose to intentionally keep from Levi. Instead, they plan to tell him that the DNA points specifically to him, hoping this pressure will make him crack. But if Levi is the criminal genius he thinks he is, he will easily be able to see through the detective's bluff.
So, you said you've never been in Denise's house, never been... Okay. Do you know what DNA is? You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So we're trying to figure out, and I want you to help me explain this, okay, why your blood would be in Denise's house. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, I'm not sure. Because...
Let's see if you fall into this trap.
How is it my blood? Like...
That's what we're trying to find out.
Well, that was incredibly dismissive and defensive.
It's
I
not
mean,
in
her house.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. That's why we're even here right now.
Oh.
Remember we got those swabs from you?
So
well, we compared that to the blood in the house, and it's not only her blood, it's your blood mixed in with it.
Wow.
Through DNA testing.
I don't know what explanation I could give you, or even come up with. That would be equivalent to how that would happen.
There's only one person here that knows, and that's you.
How do you know that?
Because there's no other way that part of you can be in that house without you never being in there.
I can agree with that.
Right? So
he fell for the bait.
Explanation.
He fell for the bait. He
Wrap
didn't even
my
try to implicate his brother.
You know.
Well, I'd have to wrap my brain around it first.
Yeah, so that's we need to wrap around together. You know?
Can you help me with that?
I can, if you help me. I can help you if you help me.
How do I help you?
By telling me the truth.
I told you the truth, though.
I don't think you're telling me all the truth.
What? But I'm not lying.
Well,
lie by omission,
yeah,
kid. You're not given the information.
We have your
They tell
blood
him truthful information.
in her
for the most
house,
part.
and we're trying to figure out
Except for the cat thing.
how it got there. That's the bottom line.
Well,
that's the bottom line. I mean,
you
truly,
get my blood from somewhere?
we don't need your blood. We got swabs.
I just mean, like, did somebody put my blood in that house for a reason?
How the fuck would they do that without getting your blood in the first
didn't put
place?
your blood
I don't
there.
have any enemies.
I didn't put your blood there.
I mean, I'm only 13. I don't know why anybody would put my blood in a house, but I mean, who knows?
The question is not why, but how. How would they even get your blood?
Well, I want to get past this, and we're not getting past it. You don't know, I don't know. So we're not resolving anything.
Well, I'm not sure if we can resolve it if I don't know and you don't know.
Oh my god, this is why I hate dealing with
I-
children.
I wholeheartedly believe that there's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
I think I disagree with that personally.
Help us explain this.
What do you disagree with about that?
I just think that, you know, there's a lot of different types of people in the world. There's not monsters and people who commit mistakes.
Well, I'm simplifying things in terms of, you know, a crime, a murder, right?
Oh.
There's two types of people who would commit a murder.
Yeah.
There's a monster.
Someone who does
and
it.
There's people who make mistakes.
He's basically saying there's people who do it premeditated and plan it, and then others who do it accidentally or in heat of the moment.
Right?
Not necessarily.
You don't think so?
No.
Still believing he's in control of the situation, Levi never asks for a lawyer or even his mother, and unsurprisingly, fails to catch the detective's bluff about his DNA. But while Levi remains convinced he's outsmarted the police, he has no idea that while the evidence uncovered in his room is already damning enough, what detectives are about to find on his phone will destroy any chance of walking free. Because before long, detectives would receive the final and most crucial breakthrough in the investigation. After searching the brothers' phones and social media activity, it begins to uncover a disturbing picture. Just one day after the murder,
the group chat got
Levi
leaked.
writes, "This one was a fighter," and detectives realize this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment act. Levi had been planning a murder for months, with searches of how to choose the perfect victim, how to strangle someone, and how to defeat a police interrogation. And they would uncover even more evidence tying Levi directly to the scene. Not only was the watch confirmed to be Levi's, but inside his room, they discovered a shirt covered in Sheila's blood and gloves matching the ones from
Grok,
the crime
how did I commit a murder?
Now, even without a full confession, detectives know they have enough evidence to formally charge him. With this, both interrogations finally come to an end, and as a detective steps out to inform the parents that one of their young sons is an alleged killer, all they can do is stand in shock, silently waiting to hear their son's fate.
Yeah. This is their dad.
I'm Special Agent Ward with Beast Bureau Criminal Investigation. You see two of my colleagues here, my other colleague. Now, there's some certain things I'm going to tell you that we have that are bad, okay? All right, that watch that we showed you was under her body.
What?
She knows exactly what that means.
No. Okay, I have more things to tell me.
Okay, I don't.
She knows
know
exactly what that
happened.
means.
We're not talking to him anymore. I mean, he doesn't want to really talk anymore. I don't know what happened.
You can keep talking.
Well, we have a lot of other evidence too. I'm just trying to figure out what in the world happened.
I don't know. No. No.
I'm gonna say I don't think it's her fault
Okay, I'm
at
sorry.
all.
What else?
I think she is
I'm
going to
not
blame
doing this
herself.
I don't think you are.
I'm just trying to do my job,
I'm
and
in
so are my
shock.
colleagues.
What happens now?
I'm consulting with the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office.
He's only 13.
But he committed murder.
Oh my
He
god.
killed somebody.
I know, honey, I know. Okay. No, it's not true. No. Oh god, I feel like such a over being so stern. I never.
You're a mom.
There's no way you could have known.
Yeah, no, she was
After
doing.
finally learning what their son had
She's
done,
being a good
Levi's
mother.
family are left to come to terms with a devastating reality. With the overwhelming evidence against him, on November 10th, 2025, Levi Cart ultimately pleads guilty to aggravated murder, aggravated burglary, and strangulation in the killing of Sheila Tenpenny. And because of his age, Levi receives the maximum sentence allowed under juvenile law. He will remain in a juvenile facility until he turns 21, meaning he is expected to be released in 2033. But for
there
Sheila's
for
family,
8
the outcome
years?
still doesn't feel like justice. Under juvenile sentencing laws, Levi cannot legally remain incarcerated beyond that age. And at Levi's sentencing, the lead investigator warned the court, telling the judge he made a mistake. It was good luck for us that he did, but in the future, is he going to learn from those mistakes? That's what I'm concerned about. For the detectives involved in the investigation, there remains a terrifying possibility that Sheila was not the end of Levi's violence, but only the beginning of what he could be capable of. And while this case left Ohio shaken by a killer no one ever expected, our next case unfolds somewhere danger is never supposed to reach. Inside St. Vincent North Hospital, more than a dozen gunshots sent patients and doctors into lockdown as SWAT officers move floor by floor searching for the shooter.
What?
This way. That way. Just go that way.
With one person already dead, more than 70 rooms, and a maze of hallways to secure,
kill another
police are forced
person?
into an intense race to stop the gunman before he finds another victim.
I think this is another.
This exclusive Dr. Insanity episode,
Son of a
along
bitch.
with 3 more episodes.
Baited. We got baited.
Click the link below and check it out now for free.
Bruh, we got baited. Damn it. Good hook though. That is a good hook. I can fuck with that. That was a good hook. No, it's good because now I want to watch that. But no, that was really hard to watch. That was surprisingly hard to watch. Good fucking video. There's a reason I love Dr. Insanity. I've been watching Dr. Insanity long before I started reacting to stuff on YouTube. In fact, long before I saw anyone on, like any other YouTubers watching Dr. Insanity. He makes really, really good true crime videos. That was really hard to watch because I genuinely think that the mother, she seems like a good mother. But granted, we have a snippet into her life, but she was only aggressive when she was defending her kids, when she didn't know, and she was trying to do everything to help her kids. I get it. I can understand it. It's easy to look at it and be like, bah, she was defending a criminal, bah, she was defending a murderer, bah. And like, yeah, we can say that in hindsight, but at that time, at that moment, she had no idea. And you're a mother, you're gonna, if you're a parent, you're gonna defend your kids no matter what. Well, for the most part, I would hope you wouldn't defend a murderer. If you could, if there's proof beyond a reasonable doubt of your child murdering someone, I would hope you would not defend that. It's, I don't know, that bit gets a little messy and I'm not sure really where I stand on that, but she seems like she was genuinely hurt by that, and it was a moment of tragedy in the family. Like, that is hard to watch, just someone break down, especially the brother, who is a child. And he's not going to see his brother till they're both 21. 8 years. That's a long sentence for a child in prison. Granted, absolutely deserves it. What does he deserve? A lot longer sentence than 8 years. But, you know, you can only do so much with the legal system. That's the reason it's the legal system, not a justice system. So I always say it. That was an interesting video to watch. I feel dirty after watching them break down on camera. I don't know, that was rough. But thank you, YouTube, for joining us all the same. Hopefully we can see you here in chat. It would be very, very nice. And yeah, go take a moment, go take a shower, take a shit, hug an animal, hug a family member, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube. Hopefully the next one's a little more uplifting. I'll be sure to do something a little nicer tomorrow. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. I upload daily. Check out all the links in the description, I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to suggest other things you'd like to see me react to down in the comments or over on the Discord, which you can find in the description. Thank you very much to my patrons, I love you guys. Be sure to follow me on Twitch because I stream twice a week, every Wednesday and Friday, and on Sundays for reactions as well. But that's gonna do it for me. I thank you all very much for your patronage.